What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. The Bear Season 3 premiere is here. And wow, what a Season 2 finale that was.
Yeah.
In what should have felt like a really awesome celebration of the Bear opening and having a successful, what seemed to be a successful night, there was just too much chaos to qualify it as a celebration.
It was personal chaos. It wasn't necessarily chaos for the restaurant or the other members of the team. Well, except for the guy that was smoking crack?
Yeah.
Meth? Was it meth or crack?
Someone doing some drugs outside and basically just making it sound like not a big deal. But, you know, it's how it goes, I guess.
Yeah, but it's all a bunch of personal issues that culminated into getting stuck in the freezer.
Yeah,
And
Carmi, like, the fact that that happened to him on the night of the open of the restaurant.
It's
and
fitting.
then him sitting there and seeing that the tape is not ripped right and they were ordering the wrong mustard, I think it was. And
the
like
shelves were on the wrong side.
It just gave him that confirmation that he hasn't been present enough and hasn't been doing what he thinks his job is. And he was having a conversation with Tina, but Tina got pulled away. And then Claire was sent back to go see Carmi. And then he proceeded to basically tell Claire that being with her was a mistake. And that sucks. Yeah. That whole situation, the moment you knew that Claire was going back there and everyone else was going to go handle something else, you're like, no, don't let her go back there. And that, I'm so torn on the whole thing because you want Carmi to be happy.
Yes.
You can see how much she's in love with her. You see how much she loves him.
Yeah.
And just like her getting all giddy, just leaving him that voicemail and like wanting to talk to him. And then hearing that from his mouth, I hope there's an opportunity to just
have a conversation.
I was having a bad night. I didn't mean what I said, kind of thing.
But he did.
I know, that's the problem.
You can't go. You have to move forward with that. You can't be like, oh, I don't mean you did. You did. That's okay.
I mean, it did feel like things he can't take back.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, dude was locked in the fridge on the opening night of his restaurant.
I think that was important that he did get locked in that fridge.
I mean, yeah, it's going to play up, and I mean, it's not good for their relationship.
No.
But it's good for his focus on the restaurant.
Yeah.
If they want to get to the level that he wants to get to.
Yeah, he's trying to get Sid a star.
So we'll see where that goes. I hope there's an opportunity for them to like talk it out and figure this out, or if she's just going to completely ghost him now and go back to doing what she was doing before she ran into him. I don't know. That sucked. It's also one of those difficult things, which is why I understand both sides of it. The way Carmi has talked about this business, there isn't room for that type of relationship if you want to put everything of yourself into it, which is what he's told Sydney in the past. And that's what even with Cicero, the conversation that they were having, talking about like his focus and not paying attention to the story and missing the point of his story, and then him telling him like, oh, I'm dating someone, and his response being like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, not good.
Yeah.
So that whole thing, that whole dynamic, I hope they can figure it out, but that was a really difficult moment.
It was.
On a positive note, Richie friggin' smoked it. He was amazing. He feels like ever since he did that stint at that restaurant, he's a whole new person now. And his just drive, his attitude, just everything about him is completely shifted.
Well, he wears suits now.
Yes.
That's what he does.
And he's feeling good about himself. And one thing that we didn't catch, and thanks to the comments for letting us know, he did such a great job in that role that he remembered a story that Cicero was telling during the family dinner about the chocolate banana. So like it was a very important thing to Cicero that Richie remembered. And so he brought him that special dessert. And I mean, that's the kind of things that will put you to that level. And the fact that he was able to just step in, because Sydney was overwhelmed in that role, it felt like. And she's a really good chef. So maybe that's not the best role for her to be the something expediter, I think is part of the title of the role.
So.
But it's one of those things where like Richie learned from what seemed to be the best. And he was able to apply it and did a really good job there, and maybe allowed other people to be in stronger roles for the restaurant.
Yeah.
I mean, him being out front gives a really positive vibe to the place when he's in that good mood.
Also, Fact did a good job, though, too. Fact is very personable. I would love to hang out with that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think he could handle it. But, like, Richie being in that expediter position, he kicked ass. I could see him just... I mean, when he's in a good mood, he's got that personality that just flocks to people. So, I mean, and plus him being able to like catch the whole Cicero thing, it feels like him being out on the floor is really important. So we'll see how they divide up the roles after night one and see what decisions they come to. But yeah, I mean, the whole situation, the relationships. Sydney was having a vomit attack after they were all done with everything because I'm sure that shit was super stressful and overwhelming. The first night, it's like the most important day of your entire life, and she's out there just handling some business. Dad came out, supported her, gave her some really nice nice words.
That was really sweet.
So it feels like she's found her place. It feels like things are going to be good for her. I hope things continue to go into a positive direction. I mean, just everyone in the staff, I feel like they kicked ass. They made it work, minus having their leader locked in a fridge for the entire night, which is just so insane. But where do we go from here? The whole mom showing up thing also was really stressful. And Pete being the one to kind of like get stuck outside to talk to her. We talked about it in the recap. I couldn't imagine being in that role, considering knowing how much it meant to Natalie for her mom to be there and for her to just show up but then leave. That's really tough. And putting Pete in that spot, I thought he did the best job that he can in handling it. But yeah, I'm just really interested to see the family dynamic. Where does the restaurant go day 2? How does this all play out? Personal relationships, restaurant stuff, a lot going on.
Word.
You ready for season 3?
Yes.
Let's go. Interesting start. Very quiet.
I love the sound of creaky floors like that. How's he feeling right now?
Sure, he's full of all the emotions.
It's very lonely.
I mean, again, in what should have been a celebration, there's
Part 3.
too much personal drama to like feel super great, but I don't know, it's tough. Details matter.
They do, honestly. They do.
Oh.
Beautiful job. Those flowers are amazing.
I feel like the layout of the restaurant is unique. I feel like the overall look is pretty cool.
He has a broken heart for sure. I love these flashbacks. Oh, even this flashback. What happened after the car got driven through the wall?
Oh, wow.
Tomorrow?
I'll call you tomorrow. Probably when I get there.
Okay, got everything you need?
New York's got everything.
This is awesome.
It's like getting a little bit of a taste of his journey.
Yeah.
This is very cool. And it's the interesting thing about him as like a leader is that he's done every aspect of what he's asked his team to do.
Right.
Smell like a goddamn donkey.
Oh, this guy.
What the fuck is this shit? It's way too many components. Basically made nachos. You want to add another fucking sauce?
Anybody got any more sauce we can add to this?
We already have a dish with dill in it. You knew that, right?
Yes, chef.
Never repeat ingredients. Move on. That's how you do better.
Subtract. This is intense.
He's lived so many lives. I don't mean to diagnose, but is there some type of obsessive compulsion?
I just think it's the world.
Yeah.
That world needs to be highly, highly detail oriented and organized, and it just everything has to be perfect.
Faster and cleaner, chef.
Chef.
I mean, you have to be like an artist. Those are fresh peas, like fresh.
It's like the music is very soothing, but you could tell it's, I don't know, the mental of what Carmi's dealing with feels so negative.
Faster, please, chef. Let's fucking go, yeah? Chef, let's fucking go.
Got it.
Thank you, chef.
Chefs, quiet.
Oh, and the music stopped. That was a cool little...
That is how clean. This is incredible. I love this. How long did this take to film all this? All these experiences.
Yeah. This takes me back to a piece of advice that my dad gave me before I started working. He's like, you want to get to the top of your industry, learn how to do every single aspect of your job on your way up the ladder. That's Carmi. He literally, like, if he needs to tell someone to do something, he knows how to do it.
He knows what he's doing, yeah.
There's nothing more annoying than having a manager or a boss
Oh my God. You
who
got
tries to
that
tell you
right.
how to do something and they don't know how to actually do it.
Or you're gone and they have to do it and they can't.
Yeah. That's my piece of advice that I pass on to everybody.
A good leader knows how to do every
Maybe I'm
job.
never gonna see you again.
You're gonna see me again.
Do we have a problem?
And then it becomes chaos.
You're nothing.
All good, Tommy?
Yes, chef.
Excellent.
I feel like it's the one thing he's good at. Is this.
Fuck you.
What? I want to know, what does that benefit when you tell somebody for no damn reason, fuck you? What's that for? I think that's for them.
My thought process is if you could handle someone talking shit to you like that and it
handle
makes you
anything.
just like you're unaffected by it, then you could handle the restaurant business.
It's just, I feel like there's a better way to speak to people.
Oh, I mean, of course there is. But that's where I think that mentality comes from. It's like if you could handle me belittling you and just talking trash constantly and it's just unfit, like it's probably part of the reason why Carmi is the way that he is. Damn it, dude.
I'm so sorry.
We made it.
No, you made it.
You're gonna make me fucking cry right now.
I left you alone.
So don't let it happen again.
It's never gonna happen again.
You should call.
You think she wants to hear from you right now?
It's not who I was talking about.
Who are we talking about?
Richie.
Oh.
I don't really know what I said, but I know I didn't mean it. I know you didn't mean it.
I forgot they had their big blow up too.
That's right.
I'm sorry, and I love you, and I'm sorry, and I'll see you tomorrow. And I love you, and I'm sorry, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Marcus.
And Marcus with the missed text messages, right? Or voicemails, phone calls.
All of the above, I think. Did his mom pass?
Like, there was a lot of personal stuff going on in that episode. It's like one thing that this show kind of answered for me, like a big question that I always had, is like, what makes a chef elite? I'm like, because when you have no idea, you don't have any clue about what it takes to make awesome food and really good food and really high caliber food. It's all about detail. It's all about those fine details. I'm like, you're just following a recipe. What's so hard about that? It's really fucking hard, clearly.
I struggle with that.
This show has like really opened my eyes to just what it takes.
5 more seconds on these, Chef.
Chef.
You good?
Yes, chef.
You got this?
Yes, chef.
You sure?
Yes, chef.
Do you need me to finish it for you?
No, chef.
5 more seconds on these, always, Chef.
Like, she moved the plate literally a centimeter.
Less than.
The wild part about it, like, this episode has no dialogue. Like, no one's like talking. But the wild part about all this is the amount of detail that goes into it, and I'm just gonna take my fork and knife and just destroy that plate. Like, at the moment it's served, it's not that anymore.
But you know the reference, like, or the saying, like, you eat with your eyes.
Dad,
Carm?
I'm okay.
But if you're not, and if it's too hard, if it's too much in New York, you can come home.
Hey, I'm good at this.
I know you are, honey.
This needs to get good or go away.
Did that guy ever compliment him at all?
I'm wondering if, like, by the end of his time there.
Hey, I know tonight was really a lot. I just hope you know that we're all here for you, whatever you need, and take all the time you need. You don't even need to respond to this at all. I'm so sorry. Marcus.
What the fuck is that? Why a restaurant?
Why not a restaurant?
We're gonna have a staring contest, and whoever blinks, they lose. 1, 2, 3. Did you blink? You blinked. Oh my god, I lose. And you win.
Everything is so perfect.
I love seeing Luca and him together.
You want me to finish that for you, Chef? No, Chef. You sure? Yes, Chef. Hustle, chefs! Every second counts! Thank you.
Beautiful drawings.
Thank you, Chef.
I really like her.
I really liked the conversation that she had with Richie.
I do too.
Check that out.
What the hell is that?
Absolutely no fucking idea.
Hey, Mikey, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's go, come on.
Open the fucking door.
You to have this.
Hey,
Please fucking take it.
I'm not gonna fucking take your money, Nat. No.
You shaking? Are you nervous?
No, chef.
I never thought that Joel McHale could be such a dick.
Hey guys, why don't y'all stop? I'm gonna let Carmi catch up.
Yo, call me back. Where the fuck are you?
Oh no. The Mikey moment.
You know that's gonna be my dish then?
Yes, chef.
The sounds and the music. Oh no.
Oh, it's when Mikey died.
It's Mikey.
What? We can do this.
Let her in. She's getting louder. This guy's nothing.
I don't think I can do this by myself anymore.
Tell us a story we've all heard a million times. Tell a story about how you're living with.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Dexter. It was Angel from Dexter.
This is your brother's house. Remember? I was running it fine without you.
Why didn't he leave it to you then?
Where did you work before here?
I staged at the French Laundry, a family-owned restaurant.
Oh, did you cook there?
Hung out there.
Keep going. Let her rip, Bear.
Why are you so fucking slow? Now maybe we've reached as far as your talent can go.
Just constant barrage.
She slipped it in there anyways. I love all of these like intense zoom ins.
Not about you.
No excuses.
Opiate of hamachi with blood orange. Enjoy.
So on her travels of food, she ate one of Carmi's. And she has a fennel allergy.
That was the episode.
Damn.
Wow.
That was really good. That was very artistic, very deep, very emotional.
That was an incredibly done episode.
God, I almost cried through that one because that one was for not saying much, it said a lot.
Very emotional. I mean, showing us just basically his entire journey up to the moment. I mean, even to the point where Sydney was in the restaurant that he was, and I know she had talked about it before, but like seeing her there, like it's just everything came full circle. And again, just seeing everything that Carmi went through, it's just, you appreciate it so much more because you know he experienced literally every aspect of this art as he's telling his employees essentially to go do the same thing that he did. Like he told Richie to go to the restaurant. He sent Marcus to Copenhagen. He's taken every step that everyone who's working in his restaurant has taken. And I think that's just so important and just massive. And even seeing the shot to Luca, like that stuff was really cool. And just seeing how he's just killing those peas. Like his little box of peas was full and like everyone else's was just like a little bit. I'm like, dude's a machine. And you know, when he gets in that zone, I mean, people have said it, he's the best. He's won awards. He is what he is for a reason. And just seeing everything, again, that felt like a montage of his life.
Yeah.
That's basically what it was.
In the most artistic way.
The music was incredible. It was super soothing.
But also anxiety.
Well, yeah. Because what they were showing us was intense while playing a music of the opposite mood. I thought was really
inducing. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. That's the word I was thinking of.
It's just like seeing moments of like Mikey and him getting yelled at in the restaurant and just being shit talked and struggling through certain things while this super calm music is playing underneath. That's just really, really cool because, again, this show does an amazing job of pulling on all your emotions. 100%. Pulling on your heartstrings, like so many different things about this show. It's just never in a million years did I think a show about starting a restaurant would have so much emotion.
Oh, I know.
Like literally everything. You get angry watching this show. You get sad, upset. You feel happy. Like there's so many different elements of the spectrum of emotions that this show hits you with. And it's all just, it's really simple. Like the version of storytelling they're using is simple. A lot of close-ups, simple dialogue, but just also just the way everything's filmed and edited is just, it adds so much to it. And obviously the performances of everyone in this show is just incredible. Coming off that last one and going into this one, wow.
Mm-hmm. So, yep, I agree.
I mean,
I agree. I don't have anything really to add. I mean, they didn't say a lot, but they said a lot.
So the phone call to Richie, do you think Richie's going to forgive him, accept that, and come back?
I think that they're going to be... They both said stuff they didn't mean. And, you know, in the heat of the moment, shit happens. Yeah. And, well, I mean, I hope. Do you think Richie would go anywhere?
No, I think he'll come back. I think they've been through too much to let words in the heat of a really stressful moment ruin what they've built.
I hope so.
I mean... They said some pretty harsh things to each other, and there's things that were said on both sides that can never be taken back, just like he said with Claire. Yeah. But between him and Richie, I feel like they've just been through so much. And I don't see words being spoken in that moment being able to, like, destroy their relationship.
I hope not. I mean... I
think he'll be back.
I don't
feel as confident about Claire.
Oh, I know. Well, the moment when... Carmi is like, do you think she wants to hear from me? And Sydney's like, that's not who I'm talking about.
Yeah. You got to call Richie, bro.
Yeah.
So his head was still in the wrong place in that moment.
I don't know. There's a lot on his mind, you know, and Marcus's mom passing.
Oh my God. That's so sad.
Awful.
That's so sad.
I feel so terrible for that. I mean, you know,
because again, like
show, but also like real life, like that's awful.
But I think that's what makes our viewing so impactful is the fact that we really entrench ourselves into the world that we're watching.
I feel bad.
So it's like I'll never grasp the idea of being like, oh, it's just a show, stop being so like I'll never like why else are you watching shows? Like you want to get involved.
You're escaping from your own reality and obviously, into this reality.
Right. Even though some of these realities are pretty messed up and difficult to deal with, it's like yeah, we fully jump into these shows. The one question that I had...
That's why we watch them. Yeah. Like, it's so, like, it's nice to forget yourself and go in. Even though some of this stuff is really triggering, like, especially the family stuff. But, like, you know, you kind of, like, take yourself out of all that and, like, put yourself there, and it's fun.
The one question I had coming off of that episode, you saw Carmi writing a lot of stuff down. You saw him crossing stuff out. You saw him cooking. And then you saw him with a bunch of dishes in front of him at the end. Did he like redo the menu?
I think they do that. I think that's what they do.
Is that a normal thing
in like
for
specific in the nights or restaurants? They change the menu.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if like he was hitting a reset button or
maybe he was like, you know, redoing some dishes he's done in his past and like each dish was like a stage in his life or something.
Yeah. I mean, he was doing a lot of reset. He was relabeling things that so that the lines are straight on the tape, and he was fixing a lot of the wrongs that he noticed. I feel like sitting in that freezer for how long, or fridge, as long as he was. But yeah, I was wondering if he was like, all right, I'm back all in, 100% focus. Like some of the stuff he was writing down was some pretty big things. Like it's not all about you, focus, and
or
like
keep fucking going.
Yeah. So that was an absolutely beautiful episode.
I agree.
And I mean, seeing the journey even more and just seeing how everyone responded to certain aspects of life. I mean, the Mikey stuff was so brutal, and just it felt very much like Marcus's situation. Like Carmi getting messages while he's in the middle of something that he can't stop doing. He's getting messages that his brother died. Same thing with Marcus. He was in the middle of something that he couldn't stop as he's getting all these messages about his mom. Just there's so many parallels to Carmi and literally every single person that is working in that restaurant. Yeah. I think that's part of what makes this so great. The writing, the storytelling, the connections, just everyone is just killing it.
I agree. And I am hungry.
Yeah, I mean, that's one mistake going into this show if you haven't eaten, because the food always looks incredible. Sometimes it almost looks too nice to eat.
Yes. Like, I'm not fancy enough for this.
It's like if Carmi just like the picture that he sent Mikey, I'm like, if that's sitting in front of me, I'm like, do I eat that? I don't want to mess, like, someone put a lot of time and effort into making this. I don't want to destroy it.
I think that helps you appreciate it more.
I know that's the whole point, but still, like, it's just one of those things where you put a lot of work into making something look amazing to literally, like, the centimeter, like, literally the grain of salt too much. Like, you don't want to destroy it. You want to just, that's amazing. Just cherish it forever. But yeah, I mean, it's wild. So what a start to season 3. Yeah. That's not what I was expecting coming off of the finale of 2. No. So anything else?
Other than I'm hungry.
Yeah. All right, y'all. You guys leave your comments down below. We'll see you guys later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.